dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for what people see for universe with the I don't know, I was going to do a rhyme, but I kind of failed. But we're talking about SmackDown, November 21st, 2025. Cole and Graves on commentary. We're in Denver, Colorado. Broncos. Hey, but Lions won today on this chill Sunday that I got to sit down and watch SmackDown. You know, and I already apologize on the Dynamite/Collision, but I'm sorry these are coming so late in the game. I'll be better this week. As best as I can, because I know Thanksgiving is this week as well, so it might be just a little delays, but we'll work it out. We started off with the Vision, not the system. The Vision coming out. Paul, Braun Bronze, and Logan. You know, Paul's hyping everybody up, and after he hypes everyone up, he gives Logan the mic, and Logan's like, I got a few things to say, and here comes the Usos, because we're building up War Games, baby. Paul's like, hey, the numbers game. You know, look at that. There's 4 of us, and there's only 2 of you. And they're like, you think, and the Usos like, you think we came alone, Us? You know. Whoa! Whoa! Cody? Usos looking back. Cody! Where is he at? Oh, that bastard, that Scottish bastard, Drew McIntyre. They cut to the back. Cody's bus. Drew walks out, and there's a bloody Cody Rhodes beaten. Yeah, on the bus. And, of course, the Usos run back there. Paul and the Vision are laughing. Ha, 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 ha. And Drew. And then they get back there, and then Drew gets in his car, and he's like, see you at War Games. You know, War Games. Drives off. And that's how we kick off this show. And then we have a United States Open Challenge. Ilya Dragunov, the Mad Dragon himself, versus JD McDonough. I already knew. I was like, you know what? Before they even touch, before they even look at each other, this is the match of the night. And it was. Oh, my gosh. I love me Ilya Dragunov. I love me some JD McDonough. And these two just tore it up in that ring. Back and forth, a battle until the H-bomb came right down on JD McDonough's big forehead mug. Ba-bam! To get the 1, 2, 3. Great match, though. This was... I saw a lot of great matches on Dynamite and Collision, but I got to say, this is my match of the week. Dragunov versus JD McDonough. Yeah, I'm going to say that. I'm going to put that out there. Put it out there. Charlotte and Alexa, they're standing at a door, and then Alexa's like, well, you know, Char, we got some things to work out. Opens the door, it's Rhea and Io sitting there in this room, and Charlotte's like, are you serious? Alexa's like, come on, we got to get ready for War Games. We have to get on the same team. We got to be on the same side of all of this. And so they walk in, Alexa's like, I'm going to leave you here. Then Rhea tells Io, yeah, you should go too. We got to figure some things out. Then we cut to Kathy. She's with Nick Aldis, and then running into the Vision because Mello versus Bronson Reed is next. Nick tells him, like, hey, Drew, he's not allowed here. He goes, and Paul, he's just like, hey, you're right, man. You're right. But he didn't come in the building. He wasn't here at all. So technically, we didn't break any rules, you know. And Nick's just like, oh, you slimy bastard. So, God, it's so great. Then we have Ilya after battle-ridden, just walking down with his championship in the back. Here comes Tama Tonga. I can't wait till these two lock up. Tama Tonga's been teasing it, too. And here comes Ciampa. And I love this for him and Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. They have some awesome shirts. Ciampa says, don't call me a jackass. And then Johnny Gargano says, don't call my friend a jackass. And Candice LeRae's like, don't call my best friend's husband a jackass or something like that. I saw that. I was like, that is a great triple homies shirt right there, man. That's the combination we need. It was a really good shirt. And I think Gunther had a really great shirt come out too. I'd rather talk to a unicorn. I don't know. They've been going crazy with the merch game. Mello versus Reed. This was a really fun match. Mello just taking Reed to the next level. Then, of course, and before this match really goes, we got an RIP Bob Caudle here as well from Mr. Michael Cole, which I thought was really nice, a nice little touch. Mello versus Reed. What I loved about this is, of course, Braun and Logan come out, but then here comes the Usos. Here comes Cody, taking out Bronson Reed, and Mello jumps in the ring, and he's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, ding, 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 ding. Mello gets a win over Bronson Reed by countout. It's because of Cody. Then Cody gets up on the table, and he's cutting a passionate promo. It's his goddamn birthright to be in War Games. It is. And, he tells Logan, I like what he says. He goes, Logan Paul, you can do your little drum, make your little YouTube videos. Nobody cares. I'm like, the passion of this man right here. He's going at it, and he's like, Brock Lesnar, don't forget about the last guy that beat you. It was me, and I beat you twice. And I was like, good. Cody's ready for War Games. Oh, yeah. He got me pumped here, man. I was all sitting in my chair. I was like, yeah. My wife's like, calm down. I was like, no. Then we have Alba backstage. There was supposed to be a celebration for Chelsea, but she's hiding from Julia. Chelsea runs into the locker room. Julia with Cara. I don't know. I don't care about it. But my favorite part about this is Chelsea and Jade. Because Chelsea goes, I am the real women's champion around here. Jade's like, well, yeah, are you? She's like, oh, Alba said it. Peace. I love you, Chelsea. I really do. Then we go right into Sammy, Motor City Machine Guns, Ray Phoenix, and Shinsuke Nakamura. And I will say, I am happy about this. Because they call out the MFTs. In Solo. And we're going to get a traditional 5-on-5 elimination style Survivor Series match. I miss these matches. That's what Survivor Series is all about. I love the elements of War Games, but I was like, a little traditional Survivor Series match here. Let's go then. And that's going to be next week before War Games. See, I don't even call Survivor Series anymore. I just call it War Games. Then we go to DIY versus Fraxium. Oh, my second match of the night. This was freaking awesome. I love the finish. Candace taking Axiom's mask. Taking it off so much that he's like, no, don't look at my face. And Corey Gray's like, yes, he's hideous. My favorite part is when Nathan Frazier puts a towel over his head. He's like, see? Even Nathan doesn't want to look at Axiom's ugly face. I was like, you son of a bitch, Corey. Then we get into Charlotte and Rhea. This really felt like when it was that was Cody and Roman. Then they did a Punk and Roman meeting face-to-face saying, like, hey, we need to get on the same track here. We were fighting each other because we want to see who was the best. And maybe we'll get back to that point. We'll get back to that at some point. But I need to trust you, and you need to trust me. This is War Games, and I want to make sure we're on the same page. And I was like, ooh. And they shook hands, and I was like, that was pretty awesome. Give the ladies more of that, too. Main event time. Oh, yeah, Mello. It wasn't the last time as now, but he moves on in the tournament. Penta versus Finn Balor. And looking at the bracket, they finally showed a bracket for this thing. I was like, oh, there's an actual bracket. Oh, that's cool. So Penta beats Finn Balor. I was really sad about that because I was just like, man, everything I'm looking at this bracket now, it's Gunther. I think we're gonna get down to Jey Uso versus Gunther, if I'm remembering the bracket right. But Gunther getting a win and going on to beat John Cena for his final match here in December. It just seems really obvious and on too obvious, I was like, man, I would have loved. Sheamus had to get out though. My biggest thing was, I was telling somebody, I was like, man, what would be so sweet in a moment for me is if Sheamus made it all the way and he beats John for that Intercontinental Championship, because he's never held that championship, and beating John Cena in his final match. But I told my wife, I was like, the way this is going, this tournament and his final match is supposed to be him elevating the next generation of WWE talent. Like, he's elevating the younger guys. You know, that's what I'm getting. That's the message I get from this tournament. Then we get Solo and MTs. They cut a promo accepting the Survivor Series Survivor Series match itself next week. Here we go. Now let's get to the main event. Now let's finally get the women on track for War Games. Charlotte and Alexa and Rhea and Io come out. Rhea's cutting the promo saying, hey, we're going to be on the same page with each other. We got to watch each other's back. And now here is the fifth member. Kind of guessed it from Raw. It's AJ Lee. She is joining Charlotte, Alexa, Rhea, Io, and AJ. And before anybody can really celebrate, here comes Nia, Lash, Asuka, Kairi Sane. You know, and what I loved about this is as AJ's running to the ring, Becky sideswipes her, declaring that she will be the fifth member for Nia, Lash, Asuka, and Kairi Sane and Becky Lynch. I was like, oh my gosh. And they just get in a big old fight. And Nia, Lash, Asuka, Kairi Sane, Becky standing tall. And this is the way we end SmackDown. And I'm just like, yes. 5 out of 5. November 21st, 2025. Colin Graves on commentary in Denver, Colorado. Match of the night, Ilya Dragunov versus JD McDonough. Moment of the night, us getting the women in order, and the fact that they main evented, a main event segment showing what we're doing for War Games. So I cannot wait to see what we're going to do at the Go Home shows this week. So I'm ready. Are you ready for War Games? Are you ready for some turkey? You want to know what turkey is in Navajo? Tudgy. So get yourself some tudgy, get some gravy, get some mashed potatoes, get all the fixins, and get a licking. What? I don't know. All right, y'all. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share it with your grandma, share it with your grandpa, share it with the mom down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja, and remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
Logan's got the official distracted. Braun breaker intercepted by the Usos.